Well, 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 didn't expect to see you back here so soon. Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. You know this. We are a YouTube channel on the web at smartwatchticks.com, and you have already taken a quick look at the new Kospet PRIME watch here, where I showed you how you use Face Unlock. And well, I got to bring you back to show you that it's been completely redone. That's the problem with firsts. When you get these things brand new and they haven't settled down yet, sometimes they change their mind. And thank goodness they did this time. So I'm going to tell you about that after I tell you that you can pick this watch up in exclusive right now from Gearbest. These are the only guys that have it for a little while, and because of that, they got it at an insanely great price. The pre-sale price started at $150 basically for a limited number of units. When those sell out, it tears up a little bit until it gets up to a regular price. So if you're interested in this watch, after checking out what I'm about to show you, you may want to jump over and check the show notes for the link that will take you directly to this special exclusive buying page and pick one up. I'm doing the full review now. I'm happy with it. I got some great stuff to report on it, and then we're going to dive later deeper and go into a lot more technical stuff. Since it has a whole new battery, we want to do battery testing. It's got just all sorts of stuff. The dual camera, we want to test all those things out too. But for right now, I'm going to show you how you do that face unlock thing. Here's a typical face that comes with it, and of course you can scroll up and down and do all your stuff because it's not locked. So the first thing we need to do is lock it, and to do that we have to scroll over and go into settings. In the settings we got to go into more. Keep track of this when you get yours. You're going to want to do this, and you have to go into screen lock settings first to create a lock. Now you remember in the other video we did this, and at this point I brought up a keyboard with tiny little keys that you had to create a password, either numbers or letters or some combination. Well, they said, folks, this is a watch. You're not going to have the luxury of sitting in here and pecking away at a keyboard. Let's make it pattern recognition first, okay? So 9 big circles. You pick one and you drag and you make some sort of a pattern, okay? And then you retype that. And I'm just making one up as long as it's consistent. I'm getting haptic feedback when I do that too. I'm getting vibration even though I can't see that it registered in the circles. I feel a pulse each time. And you will feel that on your wrist as well. So now it's locked and we have that whole thing working. So if I turn the watch off and turn it on, nothing happens. It goes into the face screen, right? And then it'll time out on its natural timeout, which I think I have set for a couple of minutes right now. Same thing if you twist your wrist. Well, when it's really working on my arm, there you go. It'll light up for a few seconds and then turn off. You saw there was a little lock up there on that one, and that means that it's definitely locked. You touch the screen, and now you can put in your pattern to unlock it, and you're in it. That's the basic screen lock. The face overlay now is going to be a faster way of doing what you just saw. So we're going to go back into here, and we're going to go now into face clock lock thing. And I'm going to turn this on, and I have to, of course, unlock the watch so that it knows it's really me. And now I have a chance to enter my face. I'm going to get over here on the side. I'm going to turn it on. There you go. You see my picture. Wow, now that was really fast. It's been recorded. The whole face lock thing is done. If I leave here and I turn it off and I come back in, now this is a big difference. Let me show you first how it worked originally from a clip from the last video. I'm going to close it, and now I'm aiming it at my face and turning it on, and there. So you see there, as soon as the watch was turned on, it's activating the camera and looking for the unlock and unlocking it right away. And that was happening every time you twist your wrist. If it lit up the screen, it was trying to unlock over and over again, even if you just wanted to look at the time, because it had the little black and white time until it unlocked and showed you your main screen. Big change here is it's just going to come into this screen. Whether you press the button or twist your wrist, you get the screen. It times out either in a couple of seconds with the twist the wrist or your duration of timeout if you push the button. But nothing happens. The camera's not trying to look for your face. The battery's not being drained until and unless, and the only way you can do it is to touch the screen. Now, you see it's got the place for my pattern that I can put it in, and it had a little picture of a face up there, or a body. And that was the face recognition activating the camera. I purposely turned it away. I'm going to resequence that. I'm going to look at it, and it unlocked. You got it? Yeah. Now that's how it works. So if I twist my wrist, I guess maybe I need to try this on so I can show you in context how you would make this thing work. There. If I twist my wrist and get it to light up, and I touch the screen, and I look at it, hello, there we go. There, it's unlocked. And now I can go anywhere I want to. But wait, there's more. Notice the lock up there. The lock means the screen is actually locked if I try to touch it. But once I touched it, the lock went away. Then I get the pattern and the face unlock. So you've got kind of two levels here. You've got an immediate face lock so that if you're just looking at your watch, it's not going to be sensitive to anything. So the very first touch has to be to unlock the screen lock that's there. The second touch gets you into your locked mode, and looking at it unlocks it. Wow. All right, this is the Kospet PRIME, and like I said, I got the full review coming up on this puppy soon, and you can pick it up right now from Gearbest. There's only a few left from what I can tell at the super low price, and depending on when you're watching this, they may already be gone. But I don't want to give you high pressure sales on this, but it's a really good price, and I'm finding this to be an excellent watch. With that new large screen, wow, it's phenomenal. So if you're interested, pick it up. And we will see you again soon. I've got the review coming up and a few more goodies as well. Don't forget, we got an LEMT to take a look at too. So hopefully you're subscribed. We'll see you again soon. Now, for those of you who've been patient and come back here and want more, this is a trick you're going to want to know about, not just for the Prime, but for several of the watches that have come out. You've seen these little things here that are sitting there floating on the screen all the time, no matter where I am, the little dot and the little slider. A lot of you know what those are. If you don't, I'm going to tell you. The little slider thing is called Display Brightness, and it's an app that is no longer in the Google Play Store, but it's something you can pick up from our SmartWatch Resource Center. And you can look in the show notes. DT #1 Watch Company sponsors that for us, and I got a link that'll take you to my Google Drive where you can download the Display Brightness app and the little circle, which is Floating Toucher, both of which are great. When you launch Display Brightness and you set it up the way you want, you get this little slider, and it lets you adjust the brightness over any screen or app, on your watch face, within an app, whatever you like. You can make it fade out so you don't actually see it all the time, and it'll automatically come back when you reboot, okay? The circle, like I say, is Floating Toucher, and it puts this little launcher on top that you can, for example, click here and bring up all of your apps that are installed in little alphabetical order. Makes it real easy to get into things. And you can do a bunch of other stuff like adjusting screen brightness when you set it up with this little thing here, and you tap that and it goes through all your different screen brightness levels, including infinity, which means always on. So if you want to run this with the face always on, you can do that as well. The problem had been that whenever you would turn the watch off and turn it back on, these would disappear. And they get wiped out. And it was only on the Vision and the Prime, and it looked like the beginning of a real problem. So I want to show you, when you get your watch, if it's a newer one, and after you install these, if they disappear and you have to go back and relaunch them to make them come back, there's a trick to get that fixed. First, you have to unlock. There you go. Then you go over to Settings, and in Settings, you're going to go back down to More, the place where we've been doing all of this other stuff, right? Now, instead of doing the screen lock stuff, we're going to come down here to background cleaner. In background cleaner, if this is turned on, it's going to cause these things to go away. Now you can turn it off and that'll fix it, or if it's on, you can tap on it and you can individually turn these things off and let the background cleaner work for all the other ones that you've installed. So I've turned it off for brightness, display brightness, and floating toucher. As an example now, I'm going to turn display brightness on but leave floating toucher off. I'm going to come out of here, going to come back to the watch face. There we go, push one of the buttons there. Okay, it's off. Now watch, when I turn it on, there's floating toucher, but display brightness is gone. It got cleared out. And I unlock it. Wow, it's so fast with that unlock now. So that's a special trick that you need to know about in the more advanced Android 711 watches. Once again, you follow your way from settings to more, and you go into background cleaner, you touch it, and you turn off the things that you want to not be shut off in the background. And by golly, it'll work. Well, of course, I haven't rerun it again. I need to rerun the program in order to get it to start up the first time, but it'll stay there. And these survive a reboot too, so you don't have to go back and launch them again. There, thanks for being here, and there's that little extra tidbit for you.